Since the dawn of time, our greatest intellectuals have pondered this one specific question and no one's been able to find an answer. And that question is, why can't we eat pizza while we're on a diet? And for years, our greatest minds like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Joe Rogan have not been able to answer this question. But today, ladies and gentlemen, Remington James has the solution. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make from scratch a delicious double cheese pizza that is not only cheesy and delicious, but loaded down with so much protein and flavor, you're not even gonna realize that you're dieting. Next time you're having pizza night in your household, skip the delivery and instead make a couple of these bad boys. You're gonna save some money, save some calories, and overall do your body some good. And if you like the idea of eating foods you love, you're just making the better diet-friendly choices, don't forget you can get my cookbook, which is available at the first link in the description box. Every single recipe on the channel broken down in an easy-to-use guide that'll fit right into your pocket. If you're tired of the same old boring chicken, rice, and broccoli, perhaps give this a try, because I'm telling you, if you follow us in here, it could quite literally be the catalyst that changes your life and gets you into the shape you've always wanted to be in. Link down below in my description box to check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all are ready to get another epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah! All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna turn y'all into anabolic chefs yet. What we're gonna do is make pizza dough from scratch. If that intimidates you, then I'm here to assuage your fears. This is stupid easy, anybody watch can do it, and I'm about to show you. So the first thing we wanna do is set a large mixing bowl on a food scale, and I'm gonna take 180 grams of white flour and measure it out. Standard all-purpose flour is great, but you can also use bread flour if you want a little bit of a different texture. And then once we got that in here, we need to grab a magic packet. This is a Fleischmann's Rapid Rise instant yeast pack. You can find these in the baking section of your grocery store, and they are perfect for making dough at home. So we're just gonna snip off the top, remove that from the dough unless you want sued. Then we're just gonna pour this right down inside. And after that, we're gonna need 6 grams of cane sugar. That'll help that yeast activate. Then I'm gonna add in 3 grams of kosher salt, 3 grams of garlic powder, and then this final one is optional, but I love to do it for my crust. We're gonna add 1 gram of oregano, and what this will do is infuse that oregano flavor into every single bite. And now that we got all the ingredients in here for the dough, the last thing we want to do is add 125 grams of warm water. So all I do is weigh it out, 125 grams, pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and boom, we're good. So now we're just gonna add this in, and now we just go in with a spoon and mix everything together. And as we're mixing, you'll see it start to clump up, which is exactly what we want it to do. And then once it's about here, I'm gonna go in by hand, scrape it against the outside, soak up as much of this flour as possible, and start working everything together. And bingo, it's really that easy. You can see here we have a pliable dough ball. And one tip I will give you guys is that if you end up doing this and it's a little sticky still, which you can see mine isn't, just sprinkle a little more flour on it, keep forming it by hand, and boom, it's eventually gonna turn out just like this. What we wanna do now is grab a small bowl, hit it with nonstick, and we'll just sit our dough ball down inside, and then we'll just cover it up tight with some plastic wrap. And at this point, all we gotta do with our dough is sit it in a warm spot and let it rise for about 30 minutes. That's gonna make it pliable and perfect for the pizza we're trying to make. Lucky for me, I made one in advance last night. It's been in the fridge, so we don't gotta wait. Let me show you. And check it out, guys. The perfect dough ball. Got the oregano infused in there, the garlic powder. It actually smells good, and if you look at it, it's not sticky at all. Literally turned out perfect. So what I wanna do now is clear off a surface. I'm gonna take a little bit of my flour and sprinkle it right down here. Then I also wanna put a little bit on my fingers. Then we're gonna place our dough ball in the middle and get to rolling. It's gonna take my rolling pin and slowly start to shape this. And it helps you put a little bit of flour on your rolling pin too. Now I understand there's a lot of men watching this that have never used a rolling pin before. But let me tell you, learning these types of skills is the fastest way to a woman's heart. If any women out there agree, comment below. And if you just so happen to be dating a narcissistic psychopath, if this doesn't get her, then the abs you're gonna have from eating like this will. Now I'm gonna do the other side and keep rolling this out until we have a nice sized circle. And now we're just gonna get a large pizza baking circle. I'm gonna take my dough and place it right on here. And then once we got the dough on here, all I'm gonna do is go in by hand and slowly shape it to the entirety of this pan. And this baking sheet I'm using is for a 14-inch large pizza. And you can see here, as we slowly work this, our dough easily fits the entire pan. And at this point, the hardest part is done. We are gonna be eating like absolute mad lads here soon. The next thing we need to do is add 122 grams of pizza sauce. I'm just using basic Kroger pizza snack sauce. I think the flavor's amazing and it doesn't have any chunks in it. That way no one gets grossed out when they take a big bite of a tomato. So all I'm gonna do is weigh it out. Then we'll just go in and spread it edge to edge, leaving a little room for our crust. Isn't this gorgeous? Okay, the final thing that we have to add is our cheese. Now we need a very special blend of cheese to make sure this turns out perfectly. What I have here is 2 bowls. In this bowl is 112 grams of low moisture, part skim mozzarella, and in this one is 224 grams of fat-free mozzarella. What we're gonna do is toss both of these down in a bowl. Then I'm just gonna go in by hand, mix everything together. And then once we've done that, all we're gonna do is go in and spread our cheese evenly across our pizza. If you're somehow new to the channel and you're not aware of what fat-free cheese is, essentially they remove all the fat and leave all the protein. So what you're left with is cheese that doesn't melt the best, but it is so much more lower calorie and has so much more protein than the traditional counterpart. But when we combine that with the low moisture part skim mozzarella, we're still getting a lower calorie cheese, but some of that fat is still in there so we can get that melty, gooey texture and consistency that we want. Seriously guys, you try this once, you'll never make pizza the regular way again. And here we go. All this needs is to go in the oven at 400 degrees for about 13 to 15 minutes. Once that cheese on the top is melted and bubbly, you'll know you're in business. Let's go ahead and toss this in. And there we go, folks. When I return, we're gonna have ourselves an epic pizza. But first, I feel like I need a snack. Logan, what should I eat for a snack, bud? Got any suggestions, bud? I don't think that's a suggestion, bud. Good boy. Might as well just have the best tasting protein bar on the planet. But which flavor do I want? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. White chocolate, cook it is. Bottoms up. Check that out. We got that white chocolate coating. We literally have an Oreo peeking out at you. This is quite literally the best tasting protein bar on the planet. And good news, this Thursday at 3 p.m. Central, every flavor besides s'mores will be back in stock, along with Greg Doucette's favorite spread and a butter baby. Full restock on everything. So as always, finalbossfitness.com, code RGF10 will save you 10%. And if you decide to grab any of this stuff, I know you're absolutely gonna love it. And for every canister of this we sell, Greg Doucette loses 5 minutes of sleep. So if we sell them out, I know you're gonna make my day, and hopefully that bastard doesn't sleep for a year. This Thursday, April 7th, 3 p.m. Central, finalbossfitness.com, be there or be square, baby. Anyways, let's get back to the pizza. And wow, ladies and gentlemen, does this not look perfect? We got the little cheese bubbles up top, that browning all around the outside. Our crust is crispy and ready to go. The last thing we gotta do is cut into this bad boy. And boom, here we go, people. Making a diet-friendly, bodybuilding, high-protein pizza is really this easy. Not only do we save money by not calling up Domino's to deliver, but we're also doing our bodies some good and still eating good all at the same time. And check it out, you can feed your family with one of these things. This is a 14-inch large pizza, and if you were particularly hungry, you can easily make 3 of these at a time. Really, the world is your oyster. When we simply replace the foods that we normally like eating with these anabolic, higher protein versions like the ones on this channel or in my cookbook, it literally makes dieting the most fun and accessible it's ever been. Now, if you guys could do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for me if you learned something today. If you didn't learn a thing, downvote it. Leave a comment below what you want to see me make next, and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Now, we all know pizza is best when it's warm, so I better get to trying this. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's pizza time. But before I dive into this, I gotta let you know how crazy you are if you don't head on over to youngla.com and try out some of the hot new items they got. Right now, I am rocking the Delt Tee, which is essentially a cut-off t-shirt where they already did the work for you. How many times have you had a favorite t-shirt, you try to cut the sleeves off and you completely ruin it? It's happened to me a million times. With this, you don't gotta worry about it, and I am pairing that with the Block Party shorts in blue. And keep in mind, this isn't the only colorway they have in these shorts. There's literally like 7 other colors. You can make a million outfits if you just pick up a few of these. They're super comfy. You got wallet pockets, pockets for your keys, pocket for your cell phone, literally everything you need. The perfect hybrid between gym wear, casual wear, whatever you want it to be. So I'm telling you guys right now, Young LA is literally all I wear in these videos. If you see me in a fit and you're like, wow, I want that shirt, 99.9% of the time, it's Young LA. If you place an order, I guarantee you won't regret it. Head on over to youngla.com, use code RJF. You're gonna save 10% off your entire order, and you're gonna support the channel, and you're gonna look extra stylish. If all that doesn't sound like a win to you, then I'd probably go get that checked out. Anyways, guys, let's get into this pizza. So let me grab a slice. Let's do this one right here. This one's looking pretty good. Check it out. We got the melted bubbly cheese. If we flip her over, you can see the crust on the backside with that oregano infused in there. Overall, we got ourselves a very attractive piece of pie. 3, 2, 1, let go. Oh man, there's something that happens when you make your own dough from scratch and do that little cheese blend and you put that little bit of extra time into making a pizza that I swear takes it up to the next level. I mean, being completely honest with you guys, if you've ever bought a freezer pizza from the grocery store, you toss it in the oven for like 15 minutes, pull it out and eat it, I legitimately think doing it this way tastes better and we're actually doing our bodies some good and we're getting more protein. Seriously, after doing this once, I don't want to make pizza any other way. Now, this entire pizza, if you make it exactly how I did it, which you end up with for the whole pizza is only 1,389 calories with 21 grams of fat, 124 grams of protein, 176 grams of carbs with 8 grams of fiber. And if we cut this into 8 slices, per slice what we have is only 170 calories, about 2.5 grams of fat, 16 grams of protein, and 22 grams of carbs for every single slice. Anybody watching this video can fit this into their diet perfectly. Instead of having a regular slice of pizza where you have 12 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, and 30 some grams of carbs. Instead, when we do it this way, we're saving so much on calories, we're ramping that protein up, making the body more thermogenic. We're doing all the right things. Literally, if you want your body to be a Lamborghini, you cannot put regular fuel in it, you need premium. With a recipe like this, we're using rocket fuel, baby. And there we have it, folks. I just had 2 slices of pizza. We'll put the rest in the fridge, microwave it later when I get hungry, and it's really that easy. If you end up making this, tag me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're social at, and let me know what you think. And as always, if you have my cookbook, it has been updated, so this recipe, start to finish with all the macros, everything you gotta do is now in there. Literally every recipe, secret hack on this channel for the best diet in the world is in this book. So if you grab it, I know you won't regret it, and if you follow us in here, it literally could change your life, I guarantee it. Appreciate you folks, as always, for stopping by and checking it out. If you enjoyed this video, you like this style of content, let me know with a thumbie. If you're gonna pick anything up from the restock, let me know in the questions below. Are you gonna buy Greg Doucette's favorite spread? Are you gonna help contribute to that man losing sleep? If we sell out enough, maybe he'll never go to sleep again, slowly go psychotic, and we can watch it all unfold on his channel. Oh my God, I'd pay millions for that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, folks, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. Wow, baby. I'm out of here, son.